Ever notice how you can perfectly recite a line from your favorite movie, but you can barely remember what your friend said to you yesterday? Your brain isn't broken, it's actually working exactly as designed. Today, we're diving into the science of why your memory treats movie dialogue like gold while conversations get filed away in the mental trash bin. By the end of this video, you'll understand the fascinating neurobiology behind selective memory, and maybe even remember this video better than the last conversation you had. Let's find out why. The Hollywood effect, why scripts are built for retention. When you watch a movie, the dialogue isn't just words, it's a carefully engineered experience. Professional screenwriters repeat key phrases, build emotional crescendos around important lines, and pair words with vivid visual moments. When Harry Potter says you're a wizard, Harry, that moment is backed by sweeping music, shocked facial expressions, and plot significance. Now compare that to your friend casually mentioning they switched jobs over lunch. There's no underscore, no dramatic pause, no visual anchor. Your brain receives these inputs and instantly assesses which one matters more. The movie treats information like it's critical to your survival. Casual conversation? Not so much. Repetition and spacing, the neurological magic trick. Here's something wild. You've probably heard iconic movie lines dozens of times. You've seen the movie multiple times, watched clips on social media, heard friends quote it. That's repetition on steroids. Your brain's memory system, especially the hippocampus, strengthens neural connections each time you encode information. Neuroscientists call this spaced repetition, and it's the gold standard for memory formation. A single conversation happens once. Your friend tells you their story, you nod, and that neurological pathway gets one single opportunity to cement itself. Meanwhile, that movie quote gets reinforced every time you watch the film, every time someone references it, every time your brain retrieves it. You're essentially getting free study sessions without trying. Emotional intensity, when stakes make memories stick. Your brain is designed to remember things that matter, and emotions are the brain's currency of importance. Movie scenes are emotionally amplified. When a character faces their greatest fear or learns a devastating truth, the production design, musical score, and cinematography all conspire to make you feel something intensely. That emotional arousal triggers the amygdala, your brain's emotional processing center, which directly enhances memory encoding in the hippocampus. This is why you remember exactly where you were when you first watched a shocking movie twist, but you can't remember what you had for lunch last Wednesday. Casual conversations, even meaningful ones, usually lack that same emotional peak. Your friend is telling you something genuine, but there's no dramatic music, no tears streaming down their face on a movie screen, just normal human conversation with normal emotional intensity. Attention and distraction, the focus advantage. When you're watching a movie, your environment is controlled. Lights are off, distractions are minimized, your entire sensory system is pointed at the screen. Your attention network, mediated by the prefrontal cortex, is firing on all cylinders. Contrast this with real conversations. You're checking your phone, thinking about what you're cooking for dinner, noticing someone walking by, planning your response while they're still talking. Your attention is fractured into a dozen pieces. Neuroscientific research shows that divided attention massively impairs memory encoding. When your brain isn't fully focused on receiving information, it doesn't prioritize storing it. Movies demand your attention, conversations just ask for it and hope for the best. That's why movies win almost every time. Visual context and multimodal encoding, why pictures are worth millions of brain cells. Your brain processes information through multiple sensory channels simultaneously, a concept neuroscientists call multimodal encoding. When you watch a movie, you're encoding words, faces, voices, music, imagery, lighting, and movement all at once. Each of these sensory inputs creates its own memory trace, and these traces interconnect. So when you try to remember a movie line, you don't just recall the words, you recall the entire scene. That visual context acts like a memory anchor. Real conversations? You're basically just getting audio input, maybe some visual information about the person's face. Fewer sensory channels mean fewer memory pathways. It's harder to retrieve information when you have fewer hooks to pull it back with. The semantic significance filter, your brain's importance detector. Your brain doesn't store everything equally, it prioritizes. The prefrontal cortex acts like a filter, constantly asking, is this information meaningful? Is this relevant to my goals or survival? Movie narratives are explicitly structured to signal importance. A line of dialogue wouldn't make the final cut unless it served the plot or character development. Your brain recognizes this structural pattern. Additionally, famous movie lines are often clever, quotable, or emotionally resonant. They're designed to be semantically rich. A random comment from your friend at lunch might be true, but it's not necessarily constructed to be memorable. Your brain evaluates it and files it accordingly, in the mental basement, not the penthouse. The retrieval practice effect, why testing beats passive reception. Here's the secret weapon. You've tested yourself on movie lines. You've quoted them to friends, laughed when someone else quoted them, maybe even tried to complete the line before the character said it. This active retrieval practice, the act of pulling information from memory, is one of the most powerful learning mechanisms known to neuroscience. Every time you retrieve a memory, you strengthen it. With conversations, you rarely retrieve and retest. You hear the information once and move on. The memory is like a path through a forest. It gets stronger every time you walk it. Movie lines. You've walked that path 1,000 times. Your friend's story about their new job. You've walked that path once in the dark, with your eyes half closed. The novelty and distinctiveness factor, standing out in a sea of information. Your brain is an attention-seeking missile. It locks onto things that are novel, surprising, or distinctive. Movie scripts are crafted to contain surprises, plot twists, witty comebacks, unexpected revelations. Even when you rewatch a movie, your brain treats these moments as special. Everyday conversations, by definition, are not novel. You've heard similar conversations thousands of times. Someone talking about their day, their feelings, their plans. These are familiar patterns your brain has already cataloged. Familiar information gets routed to shallow processing. Novel information gets the deep encoding treatment. From your brain's perspective, that movie quote is an exotic orchid. Your friend's conversation is another grain of sand on the beach. The consolidation window, how sleep and time transform memories. After you experience something, your brain enters a consolidation phase. During sleep, your hippocampus replays the day's experiences, transferring them from short-term memory into long-term storage. But here's the twist. Only sufficiently encoded memories get the full consolidation treatment. That movie you watched with full attention and emotional engagement? Your brain is going to rehearse it during sleep, strengthening every neural connection. That casual conversation? Your brain might not even bother consolidating it because it didn't register as important in the first place. The neural investment directly correlates with initial encoding strength and emotional salience. This is why you can remember a movie from 10 years ago, but not what you talked about at lunch with your coworker last month. What this means for your real life, the practical takeaway. Now that you understand why your brain treats movies and conversations differently, you can actually hack this system. If you want to remember real conversations better, apply movie principles, create emotional peaks, establish visual anchors, use repetition, minimize distractions, and practice retrieval. Write down important points from conversations and review them later. That's spaced repetition in action. When someone tells you something important, treat it like a movie scene. Pay full attention, create meaning, and actively recall it later. Your brain isn't failing you when you forget conversations, it's just following the rules of neurobiology. But now you know the rules, so you can break them intentionally. Your memories don't have to be passive recipients of whatever your brain decides to store. You can direct them like a filmmaker directs a scene. The next time you find yourself remembering a movie quote better than something your friend said, you'll know exactly why, and you'll know how to change it. Your brain is incredibly sophisticated, and understanding how it works gives you real power over your own memory. What movie line can you never forget? Drop it in the comments below, and let me know what conversation you wish you could remember better. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and subscribe so you never miss a video like this one.